Now, let me ask you, how many assignments of protecting high-profile people have you been a part of?
Oh, well over 100. Well over 100.
Can you give some names that you could on who you've worked with, that you've protected?
Some Supreme Court justices, members, Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, the head of, I believe it was ExxonMobil at the time.
Rex Tillerson?
I'm not sure of his name.
Okay.
It was I believe it was Exxon. A lot of Supreme Court, some politicians from Congress and Senate that came over. And then you had telecommunications.
Was it this man? Was it
yeah,
him?
there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, this guy is like he's one of the most heavyweight guys, you know. He was the former U.S. Secretary of State himself.
Yep.
Okay, who else?
Off the top of I'm not too familiar with names. I just know positions, and a lot of them came from the Congress, Senate.
Okay, so every time you had these 100 missions, how many snipers would be on these missions? Give a high-low. Like you could say, for Supreme Court on this mission, it was only one. But this time with Biden and Hillary Clinton, it was an XYZ place. We had 8. How many is it?
On the low end, depending on who it would be and where we would operate, you'd have as few as 2 snipers. The most I've had on a mission was around 10 guys.
10 guys?
Yeah.
And
10.
who was the 10?
That was for Joe Biden when he came in.
As a president,
Vice president.
as a VP?
Yep, vice
so
president.
What year was that?
That was around 2000 and I want to say 11, 10 or 11.
So we're talking 14 years ago, 13 years ago. And Obama's obviously not accompanying him. It's just Vice President Joe Biden. Where was this? How big was the crowd? You know, what was the optics? Is it thousands of people? Was it public? Was it in a hotel? What was it like?
Well, he landed in Baghdad. That's where we picked him up at. And we met with the Secret Service detail. It was a small detail. Drove him around to the embassy and to have conduct a few meetings outside the embassy in what we would call the red zone, out of the green zone. And we were, going through the city of Baghdad in Iraq, there's thousands of people. Once we got to the venue is where we would have, we would position set up our counter snipers and on rooftops and in vehicles and things of that nature. But once on venue, a few hundred people max.